Oh wait, don't start yet. No, I'm just like, hey everybody. I keep looking over here, and my camera's not over here anymore. It's over here now because I have this webcam that's not as good. Anyway, hello everybody. Welcome to the Untitled Poops, Untitled Root, Unfitled, Unbridled.
David Bridles. We're the David Bridles shopping spree
Yes, you're
podcast.
gonna like the way you look. No, that's Men's Warehouse. Wait,
No. We
the
are the ones that have we have the meats.
yes, right. Because this is the Untitled Arby's. No, un Untitled Hoops podcast. I can talk. I can say words sometimes. I am your host, Sean. That is your other host, Marquise. Sometimes. Yeah, I said it. I fucking said it this time.
Okay, all right.
Yeah,
You're
because the other
catching
times
on.
he's a beard. No, I'm just playing. All right.
First things
And this
first.
is.
First things first. R.I.P. PNB Rock.
I thought you was gonna say Uncle Phil.
I was listening. I definitely told Sean I was listening to a lot of J Cole today. So
Yeah,
um,
that's why I was like, wait, really? First things first. Rest in peace, PNB Rock.
PNB Rock.
That threw me off like crazy. But yes, rest in peace, PNB Rock. Um, Uptown, Uptown, very own. Shout out to Uptown. You know what I'm saying? That's where I'm from. Marquise ain't. You know what I'm saying? I don't know
West
West
Philly
Philly.
till I die.
Yeah, all right.
Till I die or till I move. One of the two.
Yeah,
He's literally just like that.
West Philly ain't shit.
He's hopping some NBA news. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sixers sound Montrezl Harrell.
Yes.
That,
So
that's how long ago we didn't do a fucking podcast, bro.
I know we haven't done a podcast in a while. So it's been over a week.
Mm.
But to be fair, until that happened, ain't shit happened in the league really anyway. So, um, but we do got to talk about some of the shit that's been going on in Euro basketball though, because there's been some shit going down
Oh
in
yeah. Oh
FIBA.
yeah. Germany. Is it Germany? Was it Germany?
Yeah,
Hey
yeah.
yo. Hey. You keep your fucking hands off Furcon, okay? You fuck with Furcon, you fuck with us, okay? If we
Right,
have people
right.
listening in Germany, we're at war.
Where, well,
We're at
I don't
war.
know if we want to go to
We
war
are
with
at
you again.
war.
We don't want to do that again.
We're at war with you, Germany. Just the basketball
Anyway,
players. The people, you seem cool.
yeah, you're cool.
But the
Um,
players, fucking Gogo Badazzi, when we play the Pacers, I'm smacking you.
he won't
Respectfully.
be. Marquise will not be there. Nor
I will
will
be there. I
if he
will be
is, he
there.
will not be close enough to smack a
I
player.
will be there.
Okay.
I will
Anyway,
smack you,
this is hands down
sir.
our most chaotic podcast to date. At least the most chaotic start. This feels more like a low lights episode.
It is kind of.
But yeah, so let's start off with Montrezl Harrell. So
Actually,
the
hold up. Time
Sixers.
out. Time out. Go.
Go ahead, go ahead,
I
go
just
ahead.
Google. Go Badazzi. He's 6'10", 250 pounds. I
Yeah,
will write you a letter, sir. I'm not gonna slap
switch that up
you.
real quick,
I'm
real quick.
gonna give you a hug and
Um,
tell you to do better.
yeah, I'm
All
tell
right.
you how I'm disappointed.
Tell you how disappointed I am in you.
Right, I was a fan. Well, I knew of you,
I
and
knew
you let me down.
you let me down, sir. People, I went from him being a bitch to him being sir. You let me down, sir.
Right.
All right,
I went
Montrezl
from I
Harrell,
will smack you to I will write you a very strongly written letter.
that you won't
First of all, you don't
receive.
even gotta worry about that because Marquise can't type for shit.
I
So
can
you're
type. Shut up. Shut
no,
up. I
you
can type.
can't.
That one time, we had that one time, okay?
But
And
but during that time you told me you weren't good at it. So why are you
I
even
told you I wasn't
denying
good
it?
at spelling. I am great at typing when I know how to spell the word.
Okay. All right. Fair, whatever.
Exactly.
Um so Montrezl Harrell. So the Sixers signed Montrezl Harrell. What is it? What is up with Daryl Morey and signing Joel Embiid's
See, this is
nemesis,
I knew it was even
nemesis?
well when it happened, I called Sean in a very fucked up conversation because he couldn't hear me half of the fucking time.
I couldn't.
And I
But
go,
and I was on the bus talking like over my headphones, and I was like, "Are you on speaker?" You're like, "No, I'm on my AirPods." I was like, "Well, I'm on my headphones too, and one of us need to get off and talk on the phone regular." And then you did it, and I was like, "I still can't fucking hear you."
yeah, it's all Sean's fault.
It
Um
was.
Yes, it was. Yes.
But I also hate holding the phone in my ear
Yeah, I hate
in
that too.
public.
Makes me feel old.
Yeah.
I haven't held a phone to my ear since I had a flip phone, and
I'm
that
about to get a
was
flip phone. I want that Galaxy flip phone.
isn't like a Z Flip or something like that.
Yeah, I want that one.
Z Flip.
So I can bang on niggas like how I used to. Nigga,
For real, bro. I remember the
yeah.
first like comedy show after the smartphone dropped, and he was like, I don't know if I'm fucking hanging up or not. That shit like, Bob, bitch, stupid ass nigga. Hello, you still on?
It just turned the speaker. You
You're
like
right. It
what
just
the
turned the speaker on. Oh yeah, was that Cat Williams?
I think so.
I think it was Cat
I think
Williams.
so.
Rest
But
in
go ahead.
peace. Rest in peace to the Queen. Um,
Latifah?
no, the one that lost the wars.
Naja?
The one that lost the war. All those times. She's the
One that
queen of
lost the
that
war.
city that always loses.
Queen of Yeah, Naja. Queen Naja.
Queen Naja
Talking about
never
the Knicks,
loses.
right?
Queen Naja. No,
Who you talking about?
I'm talking about the Queen of England. I think.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, she died.
Rest in peace
She
to
did.
her. Um, she lived a
You
long
know she
life.
was younger. You know she was younger than Betty White.
Yes, she was 95, and I think Betty White was almost 100.
Betty White was 3 months away from 100.
Yeah, which is crazy.
I think it might have been less than that, but she was like much less than a year away from 100. She
Yeah,
was so close.
because I think she died in no, actually no, she was very close because
Yeah,
she died in December and her birthday was in January
yeah.
of
I
that next
think
year.
no. I don't know if it was that close.
It was, bro. Wait, hold on, let me look it up.
But go ahead, finish your story. You called me and I was on the bus and I couldn't hear you.
Okay, this shit is going everywhere. This is definitely now a fucking low lights podcast. This
It's
is
very chaotic.
this is very
How
fucking
we get
chaotic.
on Betty? But that quick, we got
Betty
on
White
how
was
soon?
born January 17th, and she died December 31st.
Wow,
Yeah,
18 days or 17 days? I can't do math.
I can't either. Fuck it, you sound
But
right.
days, less than 3 weeks, less than 3 weeks
Days.
away from 3 weeks. I think that's what I was thinking of. 3 weeks. I have to say less than 3 months.
Mm,
But yeah, less than 3 weeks away from 100.
that's crazy.
That is.
All right, but R.P. to them. They long gone, but they had very very long lives, very very long lives.
Yeah.
So
PNB rocking the queen
but
and Betty White.
PNB Rock did not have a long life, unfortunately.
Right. Right.
Um, like 60 years younger than those. Okay, we're not gonna go into all that. Okay,
69.
60. Yeah, giggity. And can we go? Look, this is so bad, bro. This is so fucking okay.
I shouldn't have threw you that lob.
You
I
did.
shouldn't have thrown.
You
I shouldn't have thrown
you
you that
know I
lob
was
at
going
all.
to you knew
I
I was going
know.
to
I
say
know.
something. You knew I was
I
going to say.
know.
All right. RP to them. All right. RP. And so I called Sean and I'm like, "Yo, you finally get what you want." And he's like, "What?" And I was like, "You finally get what you want." And he's like, "What?" Because you had bad connection. So
Also, I
then
didn't know what the fuck you were talking about. Because
yeah,
that's a weird way to start a conversation.
you got what you wanted, man.
Yeah, he's like, you finally got what you want. And I was like, $1 million, nigga? What the fuck you talking about? I was like, what? What? I'm like waiting for you to tell me what the fuck it was. You just kept repeating yourself.
I
After a
did.
while, it wasn't I can't hear you. It was what
What the
is it?
fuck are
Like,
you
what are you
talking
talking
about?
about? Yeah.
And we signed Montrezl Harrell.
Yeah,
It
backup center.
it kind of puts a damper on things because I am the leader of the Charles Bassey Fan Club. We are
Yeah.
still accepting members at this time, but it's just me and his mom, and that's the like we
And
are
him.
currently and him. But he goes under.
But it's okay
a
because when he
maiden
gets
name.
traded, he might be able to start.
You see, he's not gonna get traded because I believe in him. And he's the
Also,
best.
Paul Reed will probably get traded before him because he's had more exposure and
He has
playoff
more, yeah.
minutes and things.
Yeah, he has more value at this point. Um,
Yeah.
But yeah, it puts a damper on them because we thought going to this year it was going to be either one of those two.
Mhm.
I even threw out the thing where they go 41 or 41 or let them be situational depending on who they went up against. But it seems like Daryl Morey once again gets his guy. For the price, this guy was just getting paid $9 million last year. Averaged 13 and 6 on both teams, the Hornets and the Wizards.
Yeah.
13.6 rebounds. All of them are, I think, all both of the places he was at. He was coming off the bench, so 13 and 6 off the bench. Um,
Yep.
the,
Not
the
bad at all.
yeah, not bad at all for somebody who just signed a 2-year veteran minimum deal. I
Hmm.
mean, he has a player option next year, but this is every year. It seems that we get the best center, backup center of the Joel Embiid era, and this year is the same. Um,
I don't know if he's I don't know if he's as good of a rebounder as Drummond, but he's definitely as good, if not a little bit better offensively.
I think he's not as good as a defensive rebounder as Drummond, but I
Hmm.
think he's right there offensively, offensive
Yeah.
rebounds. He's energy. He's basically Rashawn Holmes. I literally said that we needed a Rashawn Holmes type players.
Yeah.
Uh, he brings
Those
toughness.
those those Joel Embiid rest games when Joel's not playing, bro, the Montrezl Harrell James Harden pick and roll is going to be incredible.
They're going to
Like
milk that shit till it
yeah,
does not fucking work anymore.
the what we saw with like the partnership between Montrez and Lou Williams when they were in LA together, like I think it'll be something of that caliber, if not better.
And then on top of that, you enter the Anthony Melton, the Daniel
Hmm.
Houses, Matisse Thybulle. Saw him working out. Because I always wondered like what does Matisse Thybulle do in the summer? And
I
it's
mean,
shit the Matisse Thybulle does not do in games. That is the crazy shit.
yeah. Here's the thing though, like people were all upset that he's like working on his ball handling and stuff like that. The reason why it didn't bother me is because working on his shot is a given.
Hmm.
But at the same time, there are situations where he has the ball on the baseline, like and somebody's closing out on him, and he has no if he doesn't feel like he can get the shot off, he has no other options. Because if he can't find somebody to pass it to, or just
He doesn't feel comfortable dribbling up the floor.
yeah, he doesn't. You can tell he doesn't feel comfortable dribbling, and I would much rather him improve his handle to the point that he can get to a spot that he likes and shoot from there,
Hmm.
as opposed to just working on his shot. And then as soon as people start guarding them, the way that they would if they knew, this is a guy who can knock down this shot, the shot's not gonna come anymore because right now it's like he has to be wide open for him to have like a pretty decent chance of making it.
And
So it's like if you're not gonna become like one of the best knockdown shooters in the league, being able to pump fake, take a couple dribbles into the mid range or even into the paint and just use your athleticism to finish at the rim or floaters or whatever. I would much rather you do that than just try to force up threes or pass the ball when you probably just got it at like late clock situations or whatever.
I want him to have the freedom of Furkan. Like
Yeah.
Furkan brings the ball up. Furkan has, I mean, he literally was our backup point guard for a majority of the season. Um, I want him to have the freedom of him. Like I just want
Hmm.
like listen, everybody's getting denied the ball. All right, I'm cool. I'm gonna bring it up because like
Yeah.
Matisse Thybulle has solid handle. Like Furkan actually has great handle for his size. Like for
Yeah.
somebody who doesn't, we're not really asking him to like really use it that much. He
Yeah.
has he has great handle. Like he literally plays point guard and like he played point guard for Turkey. Like he's legit
Hmm.
the point guard. Um, he's not a playmaking point guard. He's more of a Seth Curry or like something like that,
Yeah, like
where
I
he's
can handle I can handle the ball well enough that I'm not worried about getting stripped when I cross half court.
yeah. If Matisse added that, because there's a lot of times where he gets a rebound and he immediately looks for somebody to pass it to,
Hmm.
and I just want to just bring the ball up, attack more. He's like super
Yeah.
athletic. He doesn't even use it a lot. That makes me
Yeah.
mad. He's
Because
like
he
super athletic.
he's constantly working in situations where when he gets the ball, he's immediately expected to do something with it, either pass or shoot. So his athleticism, you only really see it on the offensive end when he's like catching an alley oop or making a cut and going up. Like and he catches the ball like on the baseline or whatever and coming from the dunker spot and then just goes straight up or in transition or whatever. But he never has the ball in his hands for him to make an athletic play for himself. it's usually he's just on the receiving end of a nice pass or whatever.
Yeah, and I just want him to do more of that. So like we still don't have a backup point guard. I still consider DeAnthony Melton a shooting guard. I don't consider him a point guard. So does that automatically fall to Shake? And my next question is, what would you say is our backup rotation? Like, who's the next 5 guys, 4 guys that you think that we go to automatically off the
I
bench?
don't even know if I don't even know if we need a backup point guard, like a true point guard, because I think if you think about it, the idea of a point guard is really more valuable in the starting lineup, or if you don't have one in the starting lineup. Like you really just need one true like playmaker who you can insert into the game when the offense is maybe getting a little stagnant or you're having some trouble executing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because then that you can have somebody come in and like run the show and set guys up for easy buckets. But besides that, it's like you really just need guys who can score because if you think about it, especially coming off the bench, all you really need are guys who can score and guys who can play defense. You don't really need a playmaker because you're hoping that your starters have already given you a comfortable lead or put you in a position where you're not worried and you can bring in a bench unit that'll just hold that position, just not give up a huge run, not go on a big scoring drought. Like just hold that lead, hold that spot until the starters can come back in.
Okay. Yeah.
So I don't know if a backup point guard is a huge issue. Backup center was more important because it's like
Joel's your
that's
best
a
player.
big that's a big defensive hole.
That's literally. I mean that too, and that's the position of your best player.
Right. So he can't play the whole game.
Okay.
Or you at least don't want him to
I
because
mean
he's somebody you really need to be ready when the playoffs start.
he would love to do that, but
Right.
we don't need that. We need him for
Right.
playoffs. Like
Right.
we need him. Listen, we just need you to coast until you get there. I
Mhm.
feel like a lot of this year he was coasting and was a
Which
fucking
is
MVP
crazy. Which is crazy.
candidate. And was a fucking
Which
MVP
is
candidate. He was
crazy.
coasted.
He really was. And people were like making a whole big thing out of the fouls, but it's just like that's the smartest thing you can do if you're a star player because it's like I can get my points while at the same time exerting the little smallest amount of like actual physical effort
But I think
in these games that kind of don't matter.
he's gonna show more because in the beginning of last season we didn't start off with any like we didn't really get to like the lion's share of our schedule until like December, January, like where like
Yeah.
competition got tough.
Yeah.
Our first 2 games are against Boston and Milwaukee, so
Yeah.
I feel like he's gonna be ready. I saw him dapping up Montrez, smile on his face, not the same way
Yeah.
he dapped up fucking Andre
Andre
Drummond when
Drummond.
he came here when it
Yeah.
was like, oh shit, this guy.
Yeah. But at the same time it's like I'm sure he's I'm sure he's just like feeling the situation out. By the time they get to practice, they'll be fine.
Yeah. Um,
Because it's like are you still mad?
are you
it's
still
like
mad?
it's like nigga, are you still mad? Not really. All right, well I'm not either. All right, cool.
Joel asked probably like, yeah, but we won that game, so I ain't even mad.
Exactly.
Like
Right.
we won that game.
Like nah, I'm not mad.
It's crazy
It's
as
like
hell how like their beef, like Andre Drummond and his beef kind of died down because Andre Drummond died down. But
yeah.
it's so recent of last year. Literally, I
Yeah.
mean PJ
Like
as well.
the middle of last year.
PJ as well. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
last year was beefing with damn near the entire fucking team. Um, like pushing Matisse around, fucking pushing Tobias, getting to that shit like literally last year. But um, I'm glad to have those guys on our side. And I just
Yeah.
it's a little report an hour ago that
Yeah. I'm definitely glad to
Charles
have him on our
Bassey
side too.
and many eyes of the Sixers have beat out Paul Reed.
Ooh. I mean,
That's from
that's not
Sixers Wire.
100% surprising. That's not really all that surprising. I think Paul's a great player, but I think he's an energy guy.
I just feel like with Montrez and him basically being the same player.
Right.
Obviously, Paul Reed is a better defender, especially on the perimeter. but I feel as though that you feel like you can get away with it. Like Montrez is not a great defender. He's energy. Like
Yeah.
that's his thing. So he
I
might get
think if
away with it a little
yeah,
bit more because he's also a vet. But I need to look at his fouls because we fucking pick up foul monsters like crazy.
yeah.
I ain't
I
got
think
this.
if anything, Montrez has probably taken Paul Reed's place in the center rotation, but Paul still is definitely an option in like the backup power forward option or
I
backup
mean,
power forward role.
and like all right, so let's look at it for the as a situation of put Paul Reed in the best situation. I
Hmm.
think it would possibly be Charlotte,
Yeah,
where he
not a
can rim
that's not
run,
bad.
catch lobs, defend. I feel like
Yeah,
that's the best situation for him.
I mean,
Um,
I think depending on what they end up doing with DeAndre Ayton, Phoenix might be a pretty good spot too,
okay, he
because it's like
averages. Oh,
you're
sorry.
not going to get the same offensive output from Paul Reed as you did from DeAndre Ayton. But at the same time, Paul's going to catch a lot of lobs. You got Chris Paul there. Chris Paul made DeAndre Jordan what he is
He
today.
made him an
Chris Paul
all star.
literally, Chris Paul literally gave DeAndre Jordan a career. So it's like, if anybody can make something of Paul Reed, it's Chris Paul. And on top of that, he's great defensively. Chris Paul, pretty good, but he's slipping. He's getting older. Devin Booker is not a defensive player. I mean, you know, Miles Bridges might end up having to be included in a DeAndre Ayton trade. So it's like, getting a guy who's a high flyer, high energy guy, and also a pretty good defender. That's not a bad move for Phoenix either.
All right, cool. I was just looking up his personal fouls. He only averages 1.5 a game. That's what I looked at because like once I thought of like why I was looking at the fouls, I had to go look at Dwight Howard's numbers from where he was there. Dwight
Hmm.
Howard played 17 minutes a game, played 69 games, giggity, and had 2.9 fouls.
Wow.
That is
A
three
game
fouls a game for somebody who played 17 minutes.
over 69 games.
Seven.
Sheesh.
God,
That's a lot.
that's a lot. Wait, I'm gonna
And
see
he
Andre Drummond.
complained about every single
He
one of them.
did,
He
but bro,
he com-
but the whole
he
thing,
complained about every single one of them.
bro. You know what's crazy? How as I look through all these people, I'm going through Andre Drummond right now.
Hmm.
We have had every fucking Lakers backup center. Like literally has had Dwight Howard,
Wow, yeah.
Andre Drummond,
Andre Drummond,
Montrezl
Montrezl
Harrell.
Harrell, JaVale McGee.
Shit, fucking. Oh, he wasn't a backup, but damn, DeAndre Jordan.
Yup.
Before this was he wasn't a backup center, but fucking Andrew Bynum. We didn't fucking had all the Lakers centers except for Shaq. That's the only person we do not have. And last year Andre Drummond averaged 2.5.
Mm.
So we're getting a guy, you know. And a lot of people were scared about it. A lot of Sixer fans were scared about this signing. Well, not scared about it, but was nervous about it because Doc Rivers is the coach, and they feel as though Doc Rivers is going to figure out a way to fuck it up. And the reason being is that the year when they blew the 3-1 lead, he kept playing Montrezl Harrell over
Over Zubac.
Zubac.
But that's not happening with Joel
This
Embiid.
is my thing. My thing is the franchise player is the center. You think
Yeah.
Montrezl Harrell is going to get played more than Joel Embiid? Is like, bro, you gotta stop
Nah,
it. Like,
that's not
stop it, bro.
happening.
It's not fucking
That's not happening.
And
That's not happening.
if he does, Doc Rivers is going to be fired,
Yeah.
gone.
And he
Okay?
knows that.
The first ever
He
coach,
knows that.
the first ever coach to get fired in the playoffs. Like he will be the first ever coach.
Yeah. And they're gonna
Fired in
be
the
like,
playoffs.
Sam, get in there.
Sam,
Sam,
please, God,
it's
let
your
it be
time.
Sam, bro. Listen. I feel like we have all the pieces to win a championship. It's literally up to health and Doc Rivers not being stupid.
You know what's crazy? Not only do we have all the pieces, we have all the pieces to go back to back. Because Montrezl
Everybody's
Harrell's on a 2-year contract.
yeah,
PJ Tucker's on a 3-year. Tobias Harris has 2 years left. James Harden just signed a
a year
3-year.
left.
Yes, a year left. Tyrese also has a year left. But Tyrese you can extend.
Yeah, we're gonna extend him. He's getting
Joel just signed an extension. James
uh,
is on a 3-year deal.
Anthony Mountain's there till next year as well.
Yep. Yep. all these guys,
So is Furcon.
all these guys are on
uh,
multiple year contracts.
so do you think we move Matisse this year? Like, so last podcast we talked about it, and I said that I didn't think so, but
Hmm.
this is his fourth year, and fourth year means either money year. That's the year you get paid. So,
Right.
all right.
You get paid or you get traded.
So if you think we should keep him, what is the contract that he should be looking for?
Mm. I think it'll probably be see the thing that's gonna get him paid is that all defense,
Mm-hmm.
that first
Back
team
to
all
back
defense.
year,
Right. If he can do that again, he'll probably close to the double digit millions. I don't know if it'll be a long term contract. It
three
might be
years.
like a 2 or 3 year maybe,
I
but
like
it,
two,
it
three
it'll be
years.
close to the double digit millions, if not just 10.5.
Yeah, and if he getting
I
ten
think it'll
point
be I
five,
think
I
it'll be
think
probably like around 7 or 8, honestly.
if he's getting that amount of money, he's not a Sixer.
No.
I feel like if we're gonna pay him, it's gonna be that 8 million, $7-8 million range
Yeah.
over
And I
like the
think
course of like 3 years.
it also depends on what ends up happening with the team, because the same thing could be said about Tobias.
Yeah, cause
Tobias obviously is not getting another contract like the one he just got, but at the same time, if we win a championship, I think he'd be willing to take a pay cut, especially after James just did it.
yeah.
Like, you don't want to be that guy,
And the thing about Matisse is too valuable to just let walk.
right? So
They
it's like
would
you
do a
gotta
sign and
try, you
trade.
gotta
Like
offer him something.
they would do a sign and trade. They would do some
Yeah,
type of shit like that. Because Matisse
yeah,
is like legit too good. Like, as much as like I talk shit about him, he is a great defender. And even though I
right.
said that I didn't feel that last year, I do expect him, like, literally. I put him on my first team all defensive. I do expect him to take a jump back into like the Matisse we know, just because there's less of a offensive thing. Like, he doesn't have to be an offensive player like we were trying to force him to be. Just
Hmm.
with all the bench scoring, literally we have two players, shit, even three, maybe four players that can score double digits off the bench, with
Hmm.
Montrez, D'Anthony, Shake, and fucking George Niang. So it's he doesn't have to
I
be that.
forgot all about George
Yeah,
Niang.
George
Oh
Niang.
shit.
Shit,
But
Furcon even
that's
averaged
a
like 8 points last year.
but
So
that's another example of why I think Paul would still be useful, even with Montrez, because of those backup power forward minutes. It right now it's like if you don't have Tobias in the game, George Niang is a great offensive option, but defensively, you don't want George Niang guarding anybody on the perimeter. Not
no,
not
not at
any
all.
fours. Not any
Not at all.
fours, especially.
Not no threes.
No, especially
See,
not no threes.
so Montrez will be have to be center.
Yeah. He would have to be backup 5. You can
Niang will
move
be four.
Paul to backup 4
I mean,
for some
yeah,
situations, some
it's
situations.
all situational.
Right. But that's the beauty of having a balanced team, is that you can have a guy for every situation.
100%.
Which is like the like look at the Warriors. Like that's one of the things that they've kind of done better than anybody else. And Miami. Like Miami's, you know how many people would love to have Duncan Robinson on their team? Like Miami doesn't
Hell
even
yeah.
play him in the playoffs sometimes.
I mean, shit, we'll take him. Because I legit think we just
Right.
need one sniper. Like, we need one. I think people will go George Niang, but George Niang was god awful
Mm-hmm.
in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Maybe it was because he had to do more once again. I think Furkan isn't as bad as he looked because he
Yeah.
had to play back up point guard. So maybe with a lesser role, with lesser on his plate, he'll show out again. I just feel
Yeah.
that way with George Niang. George Niang is on the last year of his contract too. Um, so
I think the problem with Furkan is that he really should be playing the shooting guard position on offense. But
mm,
because of his size, they play him at the 3 slash, like it's like a point forward, like weird type of position.
mm-hmm.
But that little like catch and shoot, where even if somebody's closing out, he does that pump fake, one dribble side step, like that's deadly. Like that's a shooting guard move. That's not a small forward. Like small forwards really are like guys that kind of make plays at the basket, like athletes. You know what I mean? Like some of the best ones are
Yeah.
guys who can either get their own shot, or they're super athletic, or they're just super long and like can just jump out the gym or whatever. But
Mm-hmm.
Furkan is like he's 6'7", but he's a shooting guard. He should be playing more of like really like a Seth Curry style game,
Yeah,
but it's like they just don't put him there. They don't run those type of plays for him. He should be coming off of screens and off of curls and pin downs and like doing a whole bunch more like catch and shoot type of plays, but instead it's like he's or even coming off of like DHOs, like what they did with JJ. I think that would be cool too. Um, but like I said, it's like he gets the ball on the perimeter and there's like somebody already out there kind of ready to close out, or it's just a late shot.
yeah, because he just got like I said, less on his plate. Maybe he plays better because he shot 29%, 29% from three last year.
Yeah, and that
After
doesn't even make sense because we've seen him
shoot
go
40.
off for like 30 points,
Yeah, we've
like
seen it. We didn't see it.
from
We didn't see this
basically just threes.
this year. We have not seen it, but you never know. I mean, he's gonna have to earn his shit. Like if we see
Right,
Furkan, it's because either there's an injury or we need shooting.
right.
Like he has to. He's gonna have to earn just regular playing time.
And you know what's
There's so
crazy?
many guys ahead of him.
What's crazy is like they always say like some coaches with coaches like you get one or the other. You get a great X's and O's coach, or you get one that's great with just like managing the personalities and the egos of the team, like the great motivator, public speaker, like the guy who has all the great speeches, gets along with everybody, has the respect of the locker room. You can get that guy, or you can get the X's and O's guy. And it's like Doc Rivers definitely feels like the respect of the locker room, motivator, speaker, like that guy. Where if you think about it, Brett Brown to me had a much better designed offense.
Yeah, like literally that little what did they call it? Snug pick and roll, because fucking
Yeah,
Ben couldn't shoot, but they still found a way to make it somehow work.
yeah.
Um,
Like the fact that they had Benson, I mean, don't get me wrong, they had a ton of shooters around them, but like that team with Ben and Joel on the floor together, like that even with Jimmy, like that team wasn't a particularly amazing shooting team. Like JJ was obviously a knockdown shooter, but he was the only one. Like Jimmy's a clutch shooter, but he's not a shooter.
he's not, yeah. Dude shot what
Ben's definitely
fourteen
not a
percent from
shooter.
three.
Right. Ben's definitely not a shooter. Joel was not even as good of a shooter as he is now back then. Tobias is okay. JJ was really the only guy, and they still managed to make it to 7 games in the second round of the playoffs against the team that eventually won the championship. So it's like some of the plays and like schemes that Brett Brown drew up were better than anything I've ever seen Doc Rivers draw up.
Because he
But
the
at the
only
same time,
play I can say is that like worked, or like I really thought like he really thought of, was that shot to get Joel open in the playoffs. Like that's like the only time I really feel like he's drawn up a play
that
like
worked.
that
Who
worked. Yeah.
are you talking about? Brett Brown
No, I'm talking
or
about Doc.
Doc? Yeah. Which series?
That was the Toronto series to go up 3-0, and Joel hit the game winner.
Okay. Yeah.
That's like the only
You
time.
think that was drawn up with Joel hitting the three? That play?
It was for Joel.
No, I know, but I'm saying like, do you think that was a smart play to have your center be shooting a three to win the game?
Um, yes and no. Yes,
I mean,
for the
it's
standpoint
smart in the
of
sense that
personnel,
nobody's going to expect it.
and also Joel can hit that shot,
Yeah,
especially when the like literally how many times has it been where the clock is winding down and Joel just fucking shoots a three and that shit just goes in.
yeah, true.
It's just like it just
Joel, but see, Joel's special. Obviously, he's got the clutch gene, but at the same time, in most circumstances, you don't want even Joel taking that shot. You want a three
well
point
think about
shooter
it.
taking
Danny
that
wasn't
shot.
on shit. Tobias wasn't on shit.
Right.
James was fouled out. Um,
Yep, that's true.
George Niang couldn't hit shit to save his life.
So let me ask you this then. now that since we've reviewed the circumstances, because you're right, I forgot about all that. Was that really even Doc's choice, or did he just not have a choice?
I mean, in a situation where you I feel like
Because
depending
now
on the
you
player,
now
you have
based on
to.
what you said, it's like, well, Joel's kind of the only option, really.
I mean, but also you want to live and die with your best player taking a shot. Like
Yeah, true.
if capable, right? I'm not saying like put fucking what's his name? They can't shoot. Who's this fucking
Russell
star of the team?
Westbrook,
Not him. What the fuck? What's his name? Forget. I forget. He's not a shooter though. Like
Ben
Jimmy.
Simmons.
Like
Okay,
I wouldn't. I don't know why I blinked on Jimmy. I wouldn't put Jimmy in that situation. Like I wouldn't put Jimmy in that situation. Like I would go. I would run that play for Tyler. I'll run that play for Kyle Lowry. I wouldn't run that
right,
play for
right,
Jimmy.
right.
But for the simple fact, I mean, obviously circumstances play in, and also Joel is head, shoulders, knees, and toes above everybody else on the court, and also the tallest guy in the court. Also, the player that was guarding him was 6'9".
Mm.
I'm shooting right over you, no matter what. Let me just get hot eyes on the rim, my form on, money. Like he had point 0.6 seconds to catch the ball, turn around, and shoot it.
Yeah, I think what really went into a lot of what it went into that decision was what you said about like the circumstances not really having anybody else, but also like like the actual score. Like we weren't going to lose that game if he missed. We were just going to go into overtime, and we did not want to do that.
Yeah, and we shot it. We ain't got to worry about none of that shit. You know what I mean?
Yep,
You know, and it's
and it was an
crazy to
amazing
think.
shot. It
It's
was on
crazy to think.
Toronto,
It's one of those shots where he made it, so it's great. But if he missed it, it would have been terrible.
and people would have blamed not only Joel but Doc Rivers.
It would have been dark. Hell yeah.
Yeah,
Hell yeah. Like 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 literally, Doc would have not fucking fired Doc. Why is he doing that? Fire.
but
Because
at the
like
same time, it's like Doc's in a weird situation because if you have anybody else take that shot, I'm sure Joel's pissed. But at the same time, if you have Joel take it, excuse me, and he missed, if you're Doc Rivers, you got to take that on the chin because if you try and defend yourself and say, "Hey, well, James fouled out, Tobias wasn't really hitting his shots, and Tyree," like if you
Tyrese
do that,
Maxey.
now it looks like you doing the same shit you did to Ben Simmons and kind of throwing him under the bus. Because now it makes it seem like, oh well, Joel was our only choice anyway. But it's like you kind of can't say that.
You can't.
It
But
might be true,
at the
but you
same
can't
time, it's
say
like
that.
it's kind of true.
Yeah, it's kind of true, but you can't say that.
But I feel
It's the
like
same shit with Ben Simmons.
Tobias would probably be the other option.
Yeah,
Obviously go
but with
Maxi, but I
Tobias,
just
I
think
think it would have to be an open shot, not a turnaround. You don't want Tobias taking a turnaround. I think it would be like have everybody fly around, let Joel pass the ball out
well,
of bounds,
I
and
think
just throw it across court to Tobias and let him literally just catch it and go straight up for a shot.
actually I think they would have like a little pick, like uh have like George Niang do an off ball stream. Tobias runs over, gets the ball from Joel. Joel comes back into play and then sets a pick for Tobias. Tobias takes whatever shot he can get. Um,
Yeah,
but it's it's a weird situation. But like going into this year, all right, we did like our rankings and um like we obviously we said we can rank from the fourth seed to the first seed because that's how top heavy
the
does
East is.
does fourth to we can be now fifth now with
I say that.
Cleveland. I
Nah.
mean
I don't
there's
see Cleveland making that big of a jump.
if Cleveland because I feel like Cleveland could be four, right?
Cleveland could be four. Yeah,
So I mean I don't think because like once again we're not even factoring Miami. I don't think we even factored in Brooklyn because I don't even think we really got time to really
well,
talk about Brooklyn being a team.
and
Um,
I think Brooklyn's tough because it's a lot of what ifs. We don't
yeah,
know how long KD's going to be there. We don't know how long Kyrie's going to be there. We don't know if Ben Simmons is even going to play. He just had back surgery, so it's like it's a lot of what ifs. Steve Nash, is he going to be there for their whole year? Like there's a lot of what ifs surrounding Brooklyn, so it feels safer to just have them in like maybe like fourth or fifth.
6
They still have the
at
talent,
least.
right? 6. They could be
Like they're
anywhere
not going to be in the
between.
play-in this year. Like they're
No, they're not
they're
going to be in the
coming
play-in,
in
but at the same
healthy.
time, they're not. I don't see them as a top 5 seed guaranteed anymore.
Yeah, I mean, because when you look at Brooklyn's team, like run up and down it, which I don't. I've heard that they're going to run Ben at center. So what is it going to be?
Yeah,
Kyrie, Patty Mills, Kyrie, Joe Harris,
Kevin Durant.
KD. Oh no,
I don't know who they're.
actually,
Or
Kyrie, Joe Harris, Royce O'Neal, KD,
yeah,
and then Ben. I
maybe
mean,
yeah.
they have a good lineup. Joe Harris is back.
They do.
Obviously, Seth Curry is
And
still
Seth
there.
Curry, yeah,
Patty Mills is still there. So they have a lot
yeah.
of shooting around it. But it's just like because somebody said on Twitter that Ben Simmons is going to come back, and like it's like nothing happened. I'm like, bro, there's literally the first preseason game is against the Sixers. Like literally, this is the NBA going fuck your mental health.
Fuck you.
We
Yeah,
want money. Like
right.
that is going to be a sold out preseason game. How many fucking
Yep.
preseason games can you say are
Are
going
they
to be
here?
sold out?
Is it here?
I think it is here because the
Oh
first
God,
time
he's not playing.
the
He's not
first time
playing.
the first time we played them, I don't think it's in Brooklyn. Hold on, let me make
See,
sure.
yeah, like Brooklyn's just a big question mark for me. So it's tough to rank them. Cleveland, we haven't seen them play together yet. So again, tough to rank them. Big question mark. Also, Cleveland fell off crazy at the end of last year. And you could say, right, it was
Injuries.
injuries. And I would definitely agree with you, but
Oh,
at the same
oh,
time, it's
okay.
like,
Never mind.
we got to see him healthy and all together
It's
before
in
I can
Brooklyn. It's
really
in Brooklyn.
evaluate that.
It's in Brooklyn.
Okay. So it's like Cleveland and Brooklyn are big question marks for me right now. They're too it's too big of a question mark for me to push the Sixers back any spots.
But this is the thing that I want Brooklyn fans to know. Even though it's in Brooklyn, half of those fans there are going to be Sixer fans. I'll be honest with you. They are going
Absolutely.
to make the travel.
Yeah. Yeah. We
It
buying all the tickets.
preseason game or not, we're gonna boo him. Like we're
Yeah.
gonna get our
Yeah.
shit off. Like
We
we're
buying all
gonna
them tickets. And it's preseason, so them joints gonna be cheap.
cheap.
We out there.
I doubt it. I just think
They're gonna be cheaper than regular season. You
they're
know
gonna be cheaper the
that.
regular season, but they're not gonna be like cheap.
If we're gonna drive to a game, it's gonna be the cheap one.
It's gonna be the cheap one. Dog, because
Yo, what if we did a live podcast from a Sixers game?
that'd be crazy. I don't think they would.
Could we
like,
even do that?
I feel like it's some shit that probably like a loophole or something like that, where we
I
can't.
feel like we
record.
could do that.
Like
All I gotta
live,
bring is like an iPad and
we could do a live one. We probably could do one from like not inside the stadium, but like outside, like after a game or before the game, and just have like the
alright.
scenery be like people walking into the arena, like have our shit like right there, and the scenery just be
Yeah.
walking in. You see all the people walking into the arena behind us, and literally interviewing people because people are going to be drunk, people are going to be fun.
Yeah.
They're going to think we're actually somebody's.
I feel like we could do it outside, have a laptop just playing the game live on like League Pass or something like that.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. Outside the stadium. Be a tailgate.
Yeah, just
Basketball
some shit like
tailgate.
that. Some shit like that.
But yeah, I don't see Ben Simmons playing if the first game's in Philly. I don't see Ben Simmons playing
it's
in
in
most
Brooklyn.
games in Philly. Okay.
It's in Brooklyn.
Yeah, he might play then. But I know he's gonna circle that date for sure.
I'm telling you right now.
I know Doc is, I know Joel is, I know James is. Especially after what Kyrie did to him last year.
And that's the whole thing. KD and him are homies again. So it's like
I don't think that matters because I think them fans in Brooklyn still don't like James. I think James and Kyrie still got a little something. I think Ben and Joel definitely still got a little something. Ben and Doc.
Joel, if they put Ben at center, Joel is going to body him.
Oh
like,
my God.
It's
oh
going
my God.
to be
We got to make sure
sad.
Joel don't fall out.
Because Joel's going to be throwing elbows.
Yeah, Joel going to be going crazy. Yeah.
And then on top of that, here's a new aspect of Joel now. Like, he's bringing the fucking ball up. Like, so now you got to guard this motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
Bring the ball up.
Full court.
Right. You got to guard him full court now. Shit's gonna be good. Shit's gonna be fun.
It's gonna be must-see. It's gonna be must-see TV. I can't wait.
Bro, that's gonna be an ESPN preseason game.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah.
not a league pass shit. No, that's ESPN.
That's why I was
Everyone can
pissed that
see.
we didn't have Brooklyn on Christmas.
Yeah, we got
That
the
would be
fucking
crazy.
Knicks. It's like, who the fuck wants to? The Nets are playing on Christmas, right?
Boston, I think.
They're playing Boston. Why wouldn't you put Boston versus? No, Boston is playing.
Golden State. Golden State.
Yeah.
No, 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 no,
No,
no,
I thought
no.
Boston playing Miami.
Yeah, and my
NBA.
Golden State's playing Memphis
Yeah, yeah.
or
Golden
or
State is playing Memphis.
Dallas.
They're playing
Okay,
Memphis. Yeah. So
let me
the
see. Let me
Christmas
double check just to be
games
sure.
are. Oh, hold up.
I'm looking it up right now. NBA Christmas Day schedule 2022.
Yeah. Sixers, Knicks, Lakers, Dallas, Nuggets, Phoenix, Memphis, Golden State, and Milwaukee at Boston.
For Christmas.
Yep.
How the fuck you find? What the fuck? I'm on Yahoo. Oh hell no. Why the fuck that keeps happening? My default
You can
search
change
engine
that.
keeps changing. I know, but
Yeah.
it keeps changing back to Yahoo. I don't know what. I don't know who's doing this. I don't know if somebody's breaking
Yahoo.
into my house and changing my default settings back to Yahoo. This
Yahoo's
person is a menace,
Yahoo's just going, please, please, please use us, please, please.
man. Listen, sponsor us then.
Shit, for real. Yahoo sponsors. Dog, I'm in, like, how do we get sponsors, dog?
I don't know.
How who do we have to talk to
No,
get
not
some
default
fucking sponsors,
browser.
man?
Google. There we go. I don't know. Y'all tell us. Y'all tell us who we got to talk to get some spot. Damn it, complete.
Who
What
do
is
we
my order
have
delivered?
to talk to
Um,
get? And that shit don't gotta be a lot of money, dude. We just want to prove that we can have a sponsor.
right. We just want some cool shit to say during the episode.
Right. Just want free shit.
Could be anything. This episode is sponsored by Viagra.
I love Viagra, bro. And just
I use Viagra every day.
and then just like, can you imagine the pitch that we could come up with?
Right.
Just like, give us the freedom to come up with the pitch, bro.
Yeah.
It's just gonna be beautiful, bro.
Dick pills.
Someone-
Advertised by a couple of dicks.
a bunch of dicks, man.
Yeah.
Hey, does your dick not work?
Fucking army recruiting video.
We're rap. And I feel like our shit should not be like, oh, and we'll be back to you after these messages. It should just
Yeah.
cut right into the shit.
Yeah.
And I just
Just
think
do it out of nowhere.
I just think, man, he would have won that game if we would hit that free throw. Does your dick don't work?
It got to be grammatically incorrect and everything, just like that.
Your dick don't
Does
work.
your dick don't work?
Face it, man. Your dick don't work. It don't work like it used to.
Oh man.
Take some Blue Chew. Blue Chew.
Blue Chew. You know those pills you see at the gas station? Buy one.
Buy one.
They didn't give us a name.
He didn't give us a name. They just said, do it.
They just said that one pill behind the counter next to the condoms. That's what we're supposed to advertise. Buy it.
Blue Chew. Put it in your mouth and accept the consequences.
All right, wait. We gotta get back on topic.
Okay.
So Luka Doncic got his ass bust. Well, I shouldn't say that, but they got eliminated.
By Greece, right?
Yes. Which
Greece just got eliminated too.
really?
They got eliminated by Germany. Right?
I think you're right.
Because isn't it Daniel Tice? I remember Daniel Tice was on the floor because Giannis got ejected from the game.
Yeah. Because
Yeah,
I was thinking, I was like, there's no way. Then I was like, oh wait, I think something happened to Giannis. Yeah, Greece beat Slovenia. Luka's out. Greece lost to.
Oh, also,
Germany. Yep.
also, it was not Germany. Germany, I'm sorry, it wasn't Germany. It was Georgia. It was Georgia that he played for. Germany, I'm sorry. Germany, we're still friends.
I was about to say that name that you said didn't sound like a German name, really.
Gogo Badizia.
Yeah, I've never. I mean, I don't want to sound ignorant or racist or whatever, but I've never really heard of any Germans named Gogo.
Yeah. Sorry to Germans. We love you.
Also,
Georgians.
Sorry to that man who's
Sunday.
We
Marquise versus the country of Georgia.
We're gonna bring the state of Georgia and whoop y'all ass.
The state of Georgia. We fuck the state of Georgia. We just bringing Atlanta. We just gonna bring Atlanta.
No, we gotta bring the rednecks too,
We gonna bring
cause you
Atlanta.
know they strapped.
We gonna bring Atlanta.
Don't nobody represent like rednecks.
We gonna just bring Atlanta. Motherfuckers is ready.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers ready. Did you know that they did a thing? They made it just like a poll. It was like if the two sides of the country, um,
Oh yeah, went to war. Who would
yeah,
win? It was the East Coast by like
yeah,
a landslide.
yeah. That was like,
Because
bro.
we just got more people.
It was like, bro. We don't even need everybody. Just give us
Yeah,
Chicago,
we don't even need
Philly,
everybody.
New York,
New York and
and
Florida
Atlanta. I
and
think
the
it was like
state of
Atlanta and
Florida.
Florida.
Yep,
The state of Florida.
that's
It's
it.
over.
Yep,
It's over.
you put the state of Florida because see, Florida and Texas cancel out.
Mm-hmm.
But then you throw in New York, Philly, Chicago, Atlanta, Boston, Baltimore, DC, fucking Detroit. Like
Detroit too. Fuck.
like you throw in these cities, all these Eastern Conference fucking cities. It's y'all ain't got no chance. Like Oakland, I know y'all out there. I know y'all out LA. I know y'all out there.
We got
But
cities full of defensive players here. It's
yeah,
like, it's all grit and grind over here, bro.
right. That's Memphis. We know y'all out there, but
No,
man,
Memphis is actually East Coast.
nah, technically it's not.
No, Memphis
I
is
mean,
East.
it depends on what we're talking. Technically, Memphis is Midwest, along with like Chicago and Detroit. So Midwest is like it gets weird. It gets weird because when they say the East, they're talking about the original like 13 colonies plus like a few states. So that's like the whole East Coast plus like, Ohio and uh West Virginia, like some of those
Because
like
Tennessee is close to New
places.
Orleans, isn't it?
Yeah.
I need to see the fucking map.
No, not New Orleans. Louisiana, not New Orleans. New Orleans is in
yes.
southern
I'm
southern
sorry,
Louisiana.
Louisiana. I just think once I think of Louisiana, I just think New Orleans.
Yeah.
It's not that
New Orleans is not a state.
It's not that like New Orleans is the best place. It's just that when you think of New Orleans, when you think of I did it again. When you think of New
Did
Orleans,
it again. Yeah.
like when you think of California, California, you think of multiple places.
I don't know. I think
like,
most people
like
think of
Illinois.
LA.
When you think of Illinois, you think of Chicago.
Yeah.
Like
And Tennessee, actually, now that I think about it, Tennessee is not close to Louisiana. There's like 2 states in between Tennessee and Louisiana. Arkansas and Missouri.
Can I get a US?
St. Louis is close to Tennessee.
Can I get a USA map because motherfucker don't know shit.
Arkansas, Missouri, and Alabama are all south of Tennessee, I think.
All right, so we got. See, but this is the whole thing. If you go down,
Marquise, this is not a geography podcast.
Hold up, no, because we're about to talk some shit. Listen,
all right, go ahead.
The NBA news is dry. Okay, we're gonna fucking get into some shit. Okay,
let's talk about how the Eastern Conference don't make sense.
Yes, it don't make sense, man. It don't make sense at all. Okay, so I guess Nashville could be considered East, the East Coast.
Yeah, Nashville is like Eastern Tennessee, and then Memphis is Western Tennessee.
That's kind of crazy how that shit kind of splits.
Yeah,
like
because you know what it is? It's the Mississippi River. That's what I think a lot of it is based on. Is everything east of the Mississippi River is considered East, like Eastern Conference or whatever.
So it's basically like Milwaukee on down is East Coast. Because Mississippi is west, right?
I said Missouri. I'm thinking about Mississippi, not Missouri.
Yeah,
Mississippi is below
Baton
below
Rouge.
Tennessee.
Texas, you kind of think about the 3 big Texas names. Quick, when you think of Texas, give me a name right now. Boom. 3, 2, 1. Yes. 3, 2,
Houston.
1. There we go. Yeah. So everyone thinks of Houston. Sorry, no, just everyone. Just Sean says it. Everyone thinks of Houston.
Houston right now, but that's because of like music. Houston right now is putting out most of the like rappers from Texas, like Megan Thee Stallion, Toby Nwigwe, Travis Scott, obviously.
Hold up, you talk, you talk, you talk.
Okay. Um, but Dallas, I mean, Dallas is up there. Austin is obviously up and coming as well. Austin is super expensive. Um, Waco, Texas is actually pretty popular. That's where I believe Chip and Joanna are. The Gaineses. Are they still together? I don't know if they're still together. But yeah, they got their whole what's it called? What the fuck is it called? Magnolia. The Magnolia everything. Magnolia conglomerate. I don't know. But they make Waco look pretty good. But Waco is also kind of famous for like that massacre that happened. Where like all them people got killed. Uh,
What the fuck
but
did I just
it
enter,
looks
bro?
pretty. But
What
Austin looked the prettiest, but it's super expensive now because all the hipsters
the
from
fuck did I
California
just
moved
enter?
in.
All I hear is, well, they're thought about murders and stuff like
Oh
that.
yeah, yeah. I was saying like different places in Texas and like the different vibes or whatever.
Bro, this is the crazy part.
I do want to go to. I've never been to Texas.
Never been
Did
to
I tell
Texas.
you I wanted to go on my barbecue tour of the U.S.?
No, you never told me about that.
So I want to go on a barbecue tour of the United States. I want to start in North Carolina, drive down to South Carolina, and then west through Tennessee, from Nashville to Memphis, from uh uh fuck, I can't talk. From Memphis to Missouri, Kansas City probably, like somewhere around there, and then from Kansas City down to Texas. And I want to finish in Texas, and I want to eat barbecue the whole ride. So I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 states. I mean, I'm gonna cross through Arkansas or like Oklahoma, one of those,
Hmm.
to get to Texas. But yeah, I want to go on a barbecue tour of the United States, the best barbecue states in the United States, and I want to drive and I want to just eat good barbecue and taste a whole bunch of different shit and take pictures and you know meet
And
some women or something. I don't know.
all right,
That's my plan. When I get my Winnebago.
oh my god,
Yeah, I'm getting a Winnebago. I'm going on a cross country tour.
Sean is going across country. Yo, you know
Hmm.
what's crazy, bro? We need to get with like a fucking like not like an agency, but like a brand, like a fucking like HOH or
What's that?
Barstools,
HOH. Oh, Barstool. Oh no, I don't want to do that. They take your IP.
like House of Highlights, HOH.
Yeah, yeah, I remember now.
Um,
But no, I don't want to do that.
I want to just travel, and I want them to pay for it.
Oh my god.
I
Well,
want to
that will be
go.
us
I
soon
want to
enough.
go to a home game in every city.
That'd be cool. That'd be a lot though. That's 30 different cities.
30 home games. That's 30 hotels.
Yeah.
That's 30 tickets.
But if you're moving fast enough, you could do it in like a month and a half.
Yeah. Just give us a month, and we're gonna go to 30. See, there's gonna be
No,
some
no, no,
teams
no,
on
no,
some.
no. That's a game every day, bro. We can't do that.
That is literally a game every
We
day.
would literally have to
Two
go.
months.
We
Two
would
months. Two
that
months.
don't I don't even think that's possible.
A 2 month span.
Because the only way we could do that is if we literally travel like the next to from one team to the next closest team.
We would literally
And
would
I don't
have to
think they
leave at
all would
like
have back
halftime.
to back home. I don't think they have home games in that order like that.
Oh, let me go. Let's see.
Like we would have to go from like Toronto to Boston to New York to Philly to DC to Charlotte. Like that alone, DC to fucking Charlotte, bruh. That's
Bro,
that's that's a drive. That's
bro,
we're not getting there in a day
give me
and working.
give me a state in Nebraska, a city in Nebraska.
I was about to say Nebraska is a state. What
Give
the
me a
fuck's that? A
city in
trick?
Nebraska, bro.
A city in Nebraska. Omaha.
Omaha, Nebraska. Got you. Give me a city in South Dakota.
Fargo.
Maybe I'm fucking up. I've never. Omaha, Nebraska now makes sense. Okay, I've just never heard of cities like normally you hear like of a city here or a city there,
Yeah,
but you
I think
just
Fargo is in South Dakota. Fargo is either in South or North Dakota. I think
so
it's in one
North
of those.
Dakota, Wyoming.
A city in Wyoming.
Yeah.
Oh, I can give you a couple.
Yo,
Jackson
is
Hole.
Wyoming is that like one of the most forgotten states?
No, Utah is. No, Idaho is. Idaho
Idaho,
is.
Idaho.
They call them the flyover states. All the states in between California and like Texas,
Mm-hmm.
and Chicago, like in between the Midwest and the West are the flyover states.
Yo, if you live
That's
in
what they call them.
Wyoming, hit us up.
Utah, Idaho, um, Wyoming, Montana, North Dakota, South Dakota, Nebraska, Colorado, not really because they got Aspen and Denver. So like Colorado's got some destinations, but like Kansas,
I
yeah, they call those the flyover states.
I just googled the most popular states, and
Why?
this no okay. This is okay. You guys are fucking stupid. I said popular, not population. Okay.
New York,
25 most
California,
popular
actually, probably.
cities to visit in America. Number one.
California, LA, New
Eh.
York, New
There we
York.
go.
Yeah,
Bing, bing,
New York.
bing. Number
Number two
two.
is LA. LA.
Wait, let me check the date of this. This is
We're
so
supposed to be
fucking.
talking about basketball.
All right.
You want to just end the pod a little early?
No, they're gonna get
Okay.
all this.
Okay.
This is 2015, so maybe that's kind of a little bit out of date, even
A little bit.
just a little bit.
So yes, it's about 7 years old. This is
You
fine.
know, almost 10 years ago.
I'm sure people still going to the same spots
Pretty sure.
post
Pretty
COVID
sure.
and everything. Everything's still the same. Nothing's changed.
I just gotta find when these articles are written. Okay, this is 2020. I feel like I'm not gonna get any closer than that. All right.
Oh, but wait a second. Wait a second. I do have one question for you,
Mhm.
and this is basketball related.
God damn it, Sean! This is not a basketball podcast.
I have to ask you this because it's been on my mind, and I feel like a lot of people just aren't talking about it enough. Hansel Emmanuel. Do you know who Hansel Emmanuel is?
I think so.
Extremely popular basketball player, high school basketball player, has one arm.
Yes, 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 yes.
Hansel
Is he going
Emmanuel,
to Tennessee? Isn't he going to Tennessee?
I believe so, yes.
Okay.
Or Northwestern, I
Is
think.
I swear he went to Tennessee. I could have sworn. I could have sworn. Hansel.
Tennessee State, yeah. Or
Tennessee
wait,
State.
no. No, Northwestern. Yeah. No, he was being recruited by Tennessee State, Memphis, Bethune-Cookman, and Northwestern, but he signed with Northwestern.
Okay.
Um, yeah, but got offered from TSU. Yeah. So he's going to Northwestern.
Okay.
What's his ceiling? Do
See,
you see him actually being a productive NBA player? I'm not saying he can't be, but I'm
he's.
saying, do you see him being?
I'm gonna say this. He's going to make it to the NBA based on story alone.
I don't know if people are
Taco
going to want to
Fall
hear
made
that.
it. Whatever his name was, Ballard,
Yeah.
Sim Ballard, who with Sacramento Kings 7-7. Just like people who are unique make it. They make it. There's a big thing about it, and then we move on. Now, with him, it's
Feel like
different. It's different because he's actually good. The weird thing is that you know which way he's going.
But you
know,
don't. You kind of don't. Like he goes both ways. Oh wow. Well, he can drive the ball in either direction. Don't don't you fucking don't leave it alone. Leave it alone.
I think the second way
Leave
you
it
put
alone.
it sound worse than the first way.
He can drive the ball in either direction. He
Yep.
can dribble in either direction with the basketball. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. That's a fine sentence.
But I feel like he has talent. He does have talent.
He does.
It's just when he, I gotta see more of him. Like I'll be honest with you, I have to see more of him. But from the highlights I've seen, obviously ESPN House of Highlights, they show some highlights of him. But the best thing about highlights is the fact that it's highlights. So you never see the worst part of his game, like the misses, the teams that capitalize on him, the defenders, how defenders guard him, or how they, the best defenders can stop him, or stuff like that. Because like let's be honest. He's going to Northwestern, right?
Hmm.
Let's look up
What
20.
division they're in, or what conference they're in?
No, I'm looking up mock drafts.
Oh, okay.
I'm looking up 2023 mock draft.
Because he's a freshman, so
He's a freshman. I did,
he would have to go one and done to be in a mock draft.
yeah, I'm just checking. Each mock draft. Um, but I mean, and he's definitely not gonna be a first rounder. I'm gonna keep up with you. He's not gonna be a first rounder.
Because I mean, if you look at somebody like Shaq Griffin, who NFL player, only had one hand. I don't know if Shaq Griffin is still in the league. I got to check,
See,
but
see, for him, it's different because he plays defense, so it
yeah,
doesn't
yeah, yeah,
affect him
yeah.
a lot. Like just getting the arm. Oh God, just getting the arm in there is what he's supposed to do. Like literally, like even if it's the one with no hand, him getting it there. Shut up, Sean. Him getting it there is gonna be good defense. I know his brother is still in the league.
Yeah, I think Shaq is still in. Shaquem is still in the league as
Shaquille.
well. No, Shaquem is the one with no one arm, one hand. I'm sorry. Shaquille is the one who, I think they're both still
He
in the Seahawks.
former football linebacker. Yeah.
I think Shaquille is the one. Yeah,
The
Shaquille is the one that has both hands.
Shaquem is the one with
Yeah,
one. He is a free agent right now.
Shaquille I think is with the Jaguars.
He is.
Yeah, Shaquem is still with the.
No, he's not with the Seahawks.
Oh no, he retired.
He retired.
Former Seahawk Shaquem Griffin announces his retirement. This is 3 weeks ago.
Mm.
Drafted in 2018 to be reunited with his twin brother Shaquille.
I mean, he got to live
Yep.
out his dream at the
Yeah,
worst.
yeah, and play with his brother too. That's
Play with
cool.
your brother. Live out your dream.
Yeah, made few,
Probably
made
knew
some money.
it wasn't going to last long, or probably was like hurting him, or maybe it was just not as much as he expected. But he got to do what he wanted to do.
Right.
Once again, let me keep searching.
But yeah, but with Hansel, it's like basketball is different. So it's tough. It's tough to evaluate him. Obviously, I don't want to count him out. You know what I mean? Like to even get a D1 scholarship with one arm, that's amazing. Like I don't see him having any type of struggle that he hasn't already had in college or in the NBA. The problem is the level of like the degree of difficulty just increases exponentially. The
100%.
level, the higher you go, it's like I hate to say it, but a guy like Patrick Beverly is not like he's gonna exploit the shit out of
He's
that.
not gonna care.
He's not gonna
He's not gonna
care, and he's gonna like
like. Remember
he's
when?
gonna purposely do whatever it takes.
And this is fucked up to say, but like if he gets a wrist injury, he got to sit out.
Yeah, yeah.
Like he has to sit out. Like that's so it's going to be very
Wrist,
complicated.
finger, hand, like any type of
He
hand
has like
injury.
that's crazy that he can't play.
Yeah,
This is gonna like it's like I said, he's gonna get to the NBA just because they love a story. Michael Brogdon
I
won.
had a terrible, terrible thought just now. Oh my god, why am I such a bad person?
Yeah, why are you such a bad person,
Oh
guys?
my god, I
Sean
thought
is
of
the
a
evil one. I am
I
the
thought of, but it's
wholesome.
not even a joke. It's just a scenario just popped into my head, but I don't know why.
Go ahead. The worst
It's
thing
not even
people
a.
could do is hate you.
It was just like I had in my head. I just envisioned like if he does make it to the NBA and it's announced that he has like a wrist injury, and like because you know what made me think of this. You ever see that video of Megan Thee Stallion when she like went onto a radio interview and somebody was like, where's your mom? She's usually with you, and it was like a few months after her mom passed.
Oh yeah.
In my head, I just imagine a situation where Hansel makes it to the NBA and it's like somebody announces that he gets a wrist injury and some dumbass reporter is like, "Was it on his shooting hand?"
See, I
And
feel
it's
like
like, "Shut the like what
I
the
feel
fuck is
like
wrong
I
with you?"
feel like I feel like it's gonna be hard for them to forget that shit, like especially
You would imagine
reporters.
it'd be hard for somebody to forget that the celebrity who they're interviewing just lost their mom.
Yeah, but that could be bad research, right? That could just
How,
be
it's
bad.
in the news. It just happened.
Well, I didn't know that. Like I knew it. I found out on the video, so I didn't
Oh
know
my
that.
god. Oh my god.
I, you know what I'm saying? I just feel like if you're a basketball reporter, right,
Yeah.
it's going to be known that
Yeah.
he is like
And
that.
even if it's like a joke, like the dude who made the fucking Kevin Porter Jr. joke,
It was a Kevin Porter Jr. joke.
the announcer, he's like, "Oh, he can shoot that thing just like his dad," and it's just like,
See,
bruh,
and
you can say that's bad research,
but no,
but at
not
the
not
same time, it's like,
not even that. Not even that. One, his dad
what
died
type
because
of?
of gun violence. But two, he wasn't even talking about that. That was just a big ass coincidence because he was talking about
He
somebody,
was
a porter
he
that
was
played
talking
with the
about Kevin
Washington
Porter,
Bullets,
yeah, a
that played on the
basketball player
Washington
who
Bullets.
played in like the fucking 60s,
Yeah,
and Kevin Porter Jr. is like 20.
yeah. I
So
mean,
his dad would have
sure.
had to have him at like age 50.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like,
I mean, it can happen.
it can happen, sure, but at the same time, it's like you wouldn't think to look into that. How about, do you even, since you know who Kevin Porter is, do you know if he even had kids? Think about that.
He might have
What
had
are their
kids.
names?
That's what I'm saying.
Is there a Kevin Porter Jr. among them? Like that's the thing. Like, you can say it's poor research, but sometimes it's just like, are you not just doing your job at all?
Kevin Porter.
Like, sometimes they just be saying shit and they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. That's why it's like, if you're a rookie who gets drafted and they say, oh, he has a wrist injury, he's not playing. If you're a reporter who's just like maybe even new to the team or whatever, like new to the your city, new to basketball, like maybe you were a different sport, like into a different sport before, and they just assigned you a basketball, assignment.
And also,
It's
the,
like,
the the reporter was from Washington. Was Washington, the announcer, the PA, whatever the fuck he is. He was the broadcaster. Was a Washington Wizards broadcaster. So maybe that kind of takes away from the ability to get away
no,
from
because he
research.
knew of Kevin Porter because he played in the 60s for the Wizards.
No, I'm
So it's like,
saying
if you were watching the
that takes
Wizards,
away his like, oh, that's an accident type shit.
oh yeah, 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 yeah. Because it's like, if anything, you should know more about this guy who isn't this man's father.
Yeah, it was just literally a fucked up coincidence. It was like a legit fucked up coincidence. Um,
Unless it wasn't.
unless he wasn't, and it worked to his,
Yeah.
because he still has his job.
He does?
Yes.
I thought he got fired.
No, he got suspended.
Oh, okay. I'm treating him like a cop. All right.
He got suspended with pay. Um,
Yeah, no, we sent him on vacation. Leave.
Vacation.
Leave of
Yeah,
absence.
because he said some shit about Ben Simmons too. I think there's the same reporter that said some shit about Ben Simmons, but he was true.
Probably. They
He
said
was true.
who else? The Kings reporter, PA announcer was racist
Mm.
because he
Oh,
got fired.
Boogie called him racist. It was
Yeah,
Boogie that said he said some shit to him. When he
yeah,
was like a rookie or something like that.
yeah,
Um,
and he got fired.
yeah,
I don't remember for what, but he got fired too.
he got fired. Let me look up NBA news, see if anything happened today. NBA,
Do something.
do something.
Go to the
Donovan
NBA
Mitchell
headquarters and poke it with a stick. Like, do something. Oh
Donovan
my God!
Mitchell got
Speaking
his
of poking it
jersey.
with a stick and telling it to do something, did I tell you a bird died in front of me today? It felt like a movie. It felt like the start of like a thriller. Like, I was literally
All right, well, it's time to go.
walking down the street, coming from Wawa, going around the corner back to the front of the store, and literally a bird. I don't know if it fell off the roof of the store. I don't know what.
It was a
A bunch
baby.
of birds like flew past, and one of them just literally dropped to the ground like 5 feet in front of me as I'm walking. Me and Sebastian, who's the guy I was walking with, we literally just looked at each other, and he was like, "That was creepy." I was like, "Creepy? That's it?" Like,
Is
this
it?
is. I feel like the happening is starting. Like, I feel like I'm about
This
to
is
get.
normal to you? This,
Yeah,
this happens to
'cause
you a lot?
we both at first thought it was a leaf because the bird was green. It was like a little green and yellow, like like a bird
Mm-hmm.
just like plopped down on the ground, and then it was twitching, but like I thought it was a leaf, so it looked like it was blowing in the wind because it was a breeze. So we was both kind of like a little perplexed, and we had to get a little closer and realized it was just a bird just laying there dead like this.
Damn.
We was like,
R.I.P. Birdie.
oh, that was weird. And there was like other people walking on the sidewalk, like a little white couple, and we was just like, we in our Target uniforms and shit outside of Target. So we just they looking at us like do something, and we like
Like, do
fuck.
something.
Like, so I just kicked it over to the side. I was like, "Can you die in the grass, buddy? You
Wow.
blocking the walkway. This is a safety
You
hazard."
just kicked it
So
over
like,
to the side, the little baby
not kicked,
bird.
not kicked. I
You
just
kicked
nudged
it.
it.
You said
No, no, I
you
didn't
said
kick
you
it.
kicked it. You
I
killed
nudged
it.
it.
It was
I
still
nudged
alive
it.
and you
I
killed
nudged
it.
it with the bottom of my boot a little bit
You nudged
to
it.
the into the grass. It blended in. It was green. It blended in as
So
soon as it
somebody
got.
probably
I mean, I
stepped
think
on
it
it.
was on his back.
So somebody stepped on it.
No, no, no. Now that I think about it, I think it was still on his back. It slid over. It didn't roll because it hit the ground pretty hard. It was like I think it was dead on impact. I think, but it was like those death rolls.
Death
Just like,
rolls.
I think it might, like when they void their bowels and shit. That's what I heard. I don't know. I ain't never seen nobody die, but it was like it was there. I was like, whoa. And we were just looking up, like, where the fuck did it come from? All these other birds just flying around. I'm like, yo, get your man's. Like,
Get your man.
like,
You gonna let him
like
go
you
out
gonna
like
have a
this?
funeral or something? Y'all not
You
gonna
gonna
do
come back and
nothing?
get him?
Yeah, you're not gonna come back and get your like Greg is right here, bro.
Greg
Like,
is
y'all just
right
gonna leave
here.
him? It's crazy.
It probably was
Come
a
get
hit.
Mordecai.
It was a setup. It was a setup.
Maybe, maybe.
It was a
I
fucking
was,
setup.
I was like, I think this bird just got murdered. Like, I didn't see it happen, but
I'm pretty sure it
it's a
happened.
weird situation. Like all the other ones is fine; they all together flying away, and this one's just here, and I don't have anything to pick it up right now. I'm just carrying my meatball sandwich. Like I'm just trying to get back into the
Go
building
for
and
a
eat.
meatball sandwich. Go for a meatball
But
sandwich.
yeah, that was my day.
Damn. I don't know how my day started. It started off by waking up and then immediately going back to sleep, realizing I did not have to work today.
Mm.
So yeah,
That's
that's
me
it.
on Saturdays.
That's it.
On Saturdays, it'd be like 12 o'clock, and they're like, "All right, let me start getting ready." Then I'm like, "Oh wait, no, I don't have to do that anymore. I don't work on Saturdays anymore."
You work in the mornings, like early, still at the same time.
Oh yeah, it's still the same time, but the days are different. I'm not off on Wednesdays and Sundays any. Well, I'm still off on Sundays, but I'm not off on Wednesdays anymore. I work Wednesday and I'm off Saturday. So now it's like it's weird. I had to readjust my schedule, my alarm schedule, because I ain't had my alarms to go off for Wednesday. So I was like, oh shit, let me make sure. I was lucky I had to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night, and I was like, wait, I worked today. And I was
Yeah,
like, well, fuck, let me set an alarm for 4 hours from now.
that's how I do, man. My first alarm goes off at 8:30. My second one goes off at 10 o'clock, and then my third one goes off at 12:25.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know I have to wake myself up. I have to be up in order to get up like right away. Like I have to slowly wake myself up, and
Yeah. I
that's what I
literally
do.
set an alarm to wake up, and then I'll set like a timer for how long I can just lay in the bed staring at the ceiling,
I need those. I
thinking
need that.
about thinking about calling out.
Thinking about calling out. I called out yesterday.
You did?
Couldn't do it, bro. I have this fucking ear infection. Like this one for everyone listening. I don't get allergies. I get a fucking ear infection every year since like I was probably in high school or eighth grade.
You got your tonsils?
Yes.
Yeah, get them Jones out. Get
I
them
don't,
Jones out.
I don't even know what the fuck that tonsils. Yeah, sure.
Your tonsils is like the thing in the back
Sure.
of your throat by your uvula. You
Mm-hmm.
gotta get them out. I used to get ear infections too, real bad when I was a kid, and they took my tonsils out. It was cool. I was in the hospital for a couple of days. They just gave me a bunch of ice cream and pills, but it was cool. And then no more ear infections.
Bro, I'm grown. The only thing they're gonna give me is a fucking bill. That doesn't they're not giving me no fucking ice cream. They're like, hey,
No, they still give you ice cream. Man,
here's
listen,
some.
when my fucking baby mom gave birth, they was in there giving her cheesesteaks and all kinds of shit. And they was like, Dad, here's a coupon for the store down the street. I was like, I'm here too, motherfucker. I'm not
I'm
leaving.
here
Like,
too.
I'm with her. I'm with them. That baby, I help with that. Like, I'm
I
I'm
helped.
part of this. I'm a part of this whole thing. Like, I'm in here too. They was like, yeah, that chair turns into a bed. You could sleep there if you want. I'm like, y'all ain't got like what the fuck?
Yeah, ain't got.
Like I'm here too. God damn it! Like y'all ain't have a bed big enough for the two of us. They
Y'all don't
was
got
like,
a
nah.
special deal on Black fathers who stayed. Nobody ain't got no
I
shit to
was like,
eat.
that bed ain't why y'all got another. Y'all got a queen size hospital bed, like something for two of us. They was like, nah, that chair, that chair that roll out like a twin. You could sleep on that. Motherfucking the baby got her own little bed. My her mom had her own little bed. I'm on a chair that just stretches. They getting breakfast and lunch every day. My baby mom like, yeah, my stomach kind of hurt. I can't finish all this. You want something? Like, you damn right I want some. Like,
Son.
nigga, what the fuck? I've been sitting here watching you eat it for 10 minutes.
Sure.
She just sitting there eating good in the neighborhood, and I gotta go to Wawa to get a sizzly.
Hey yo,
I'm
Wawa
like, bro,
scissors
this
are
some bullshit.
fire though.
Yeah, but it's not what you want when you know you could get free cheesesteaks. And they had just renovated that fucking hospital cafeteria too. We was in Pennsylvania. I love Pennsylvania Hospital. They were great. I was born in that hospital. My daughter's mom was born in that hospital. My daughter was born in that hospital.
I was
My
born.
mom was born in that hospital. My daughter's mom's mom was born in that hospital.
I was born in a hospital that is no longer there.
Oh God.
Uh,
Yeah, they
yeah.
fucked up when they let you out. That's why. It was like
Oh yeah, we
you
can't.
let her
We
take the
can't.
what? You let
Yeah.
her go more. You let her go home with the what? No, her baby is here. That's you let her. That was the experiment. God damn it, call her.
The experiment.
What the? All right, shut it down. Shut everything down. Turn the screens off. Lock the
Um,
doors.
I
Where's
was
the kerosene? We gotta burn it down. Burn the bitch down.
pretty picture down.
Well, what about her actual baby? Take it. I don't know.
Throw the
Take it
trash.
somewhere.
Throw the trash. Throw it out.
Throw it out.
Throw it out. No witnesses. No witnesses at all. I was born in Hanneman
Give it.
Hospital.
Give it to fucking. Give it to Angelina Jolie. I don't know.
She need
Give it.
another
Give
black
it.
baby. She need one more. She need one more ring in her gauntlet. She needs one more. She need one more stone in her gauntlet.
Oh my god. Finally have the soul stone.
I finally have it. The soul food stone. I finally have it. I finally have it.
Oh my god. The soul food stone.
Finally have
Hey yo. All right. Hold on. All right, nigga. On that note, we're gonna cut this shit out right now. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us this week on the Untitled Hoops podcast. Make sure to join us next week if some shit actually happens
Oh, my cheeks hurt.
for another episode. Also, we have a series on our website, our YouTube channel called This Really Happened. I just uploaded my episode a few days ago, about a week ago, actually. It's on the website right now. If you're a member, it's only $4.99 a month. You can see it right now. If you're not a member, you can see it for free on the website or on the YouTube channel on Saturday. Ladies and
Also,
gentlemen, I'm pretty
also,
sure this was a basketball podcast.
I'm pretty sure
today.
at one point this was basketball podcast. Also, if you're just stopping by, leave a follow, bro. Rate us 5
Yeah.
stars or 4 stars or 3 stars. Anything less than that, we're fighting.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's it. That's all. That's all
Follow
I
us
have.
on Instagram.
If you listen, if you give us 5 stars and leave a comment, we will give you one of our soul food stones. You will have one of them. We will
Our
give it
soul
to you.
food stone. It's literally a fucking. It's a fucking gall. It's a kidney stone.
It's a fucking. Oh God. Dog. Okay. Ouch.
Kidney stone is just an overcooked chicken gizzard.
The
that's
kidney
the soul food stone. Like, is this really a rock? It feel like it, don't it? but no.
Oh my God. Okay. All right. This is it. Thank you for watching this. Please pick your jaw up. This is.
Bro, I'm gonna be fucked up for the rest of the day. The soul food stone. Hey,
and
Ah, hot as shit. My stomach hurt.
and that's it. Bye.